If you want a pain-free and strong knee, then try one of these 5 physical therapy exercises, from the simplest to the most traditional, the most convenient, the most effective, and the most advanced. The simplest exercise you can do is seated knee extensions. Simply sitting down, extend and flex your knee. You can then use your other leg to create some resistance to the extension movement. Perhaps the most traditional knee rehab exercise is the end range extensions. Pop a rolled up towel or a foam roller underneath your knee and then extend the knee as far as you can, hold for a few seconds and relax. And repeat that for around 10 to 15 repetitions. To add resistance, you can use your other leg, place that over the front of the treatment leg, and then you'll have some extra resistance into extension. Chair squats are probably the most convenient knee strengthening exercise. Try not to fall back into the chair when you come down. Instead, imagine the seat is hot, so as soon as your bottom touches the chair, you need to come straight back up again, and therefore it's a much more controlled movement. Perform the exercise until you start to feel some fatigue in your thigh muscles here, and then take a rest for a couple of minutes before repeating that 2 to 3 times. This is perhaps the most effective knee strengthening exercise. It's called the slider lunge, and you can see that I'm using a slide disc under my foot. Guys, these aren't expensive things to get, but if you don't have one and you've got a carpet, then simply get a plate and see if you can use that to slide across the carpet. If you've got hard wooden floors, then putting on a sock will probably help your foot to slide across the surface. You could of course just do some lunges without the slide disc, but adding the slide disc adds an extra element of skill and enjoyment to the exercise. When you do the exercise, keep your knee in line with your toes and try not to let it drift in, which indicates poor control from the hip. So after about 5 or 6 repetitions, you'll feel a decent amount of fatigue from the muscles in your thigh. Then it's time to switch legs and repeat the process on the other side. This is possibly one of the most advanced exercises you can do for strengthening the muscles around your knee. It is of course the one-leg squat, and some people can be phenomenally good at this, performing the pistol squat as shown here. For those of us with more reasonable strength, have something to hold on to, and then simply bend your knee, bend your hip, lower yourself down as far as is comfortable. You can kneel forwards so your knee goes over your toes. That will place more load over the quadricep muscles on your thigh. Or you can drop back by sticking your bum out and bending your hip more, and this will put more load through your hip muscles. And that is a guaranteed way to strengthen the muscles around your knee and around your hip. If you have a stiff knee, try these 2 strategies to help make it looser.